Hi, I found this to be a good opportunity because another shop had supposedly fixed this pressure washer, and they told my customer that they rebuilt the carburetor, and I don't see how that could be possible because this tag right here was really dirty. You couldn't even read the numbers on it when he brought it to me, and he had just got it back from them. So I wiped off the numbers so that if I need to order parts, I go by the model number and that will give me the right parts. Now I gotta move the camera here a little bit, show you other problems that I found. When I started taking this apart, this breather tube right here wasn't hooked up to the back of the air cleaner housing. When I took the air cleaner housing off, this gasket right here is broken. It should have been changed. This spring right here wasn't even hooked up, and this auto choke wire that comes to the carburetor is hitting this gasket. And the reason it's hitting this gasket is they put it on upside down. This high part is supposed to be down here at the bottom. So from there, I've got to take it apart again, and I will check to see if they actually rebuilt the carburetor, which I don't believe they did. I'll be back. The other mistake these guys make is this spring here should have been changed. They just took and wrapped the bad part around and got it through the hole. This spring here is okay. If you look at this area here on the carburetor, they didn't get off the old gasket material. If they did take this apart, when they took the bowl off, you can probably see better right here where they took something hard and hit the bowl to get it off. So on this side, they never cleaned this up. And like I said, the hard gasket that goes on this side of the carburetor, the hard plastic part was sticking up, interfering with the linkages. It's supposed to go down this way past the float ball. So I'll get back to you in a minute. Just from the fuel coming out of the back of the carburetor, I could smell that the fuel is still old in here, and I don't know why, but we're going to find out. See, it doesn't take anything hard to get the bowl off. Just try to wiggle the bowl to get it off before you take the this nut right here, which is the main jet for the bottom of the carburetor. I'm going to take and turn this, and I don't know if you can see it. You see that little hole right in the side, right there. I can't see through it. If you can't see light through there, it's clogged up. I can tell you right now that this carburetor was not rebuilt. If you look in the bottom of the sediment bowl, you're going to see all kinds of dirt. This was never cleaned properly. And like I said, the gas that is in it, if you can, let me see if I can get it right. And it's not really showing, but that gas should look clear. it shouldn't look real yellow like that. That tells me it's real old and it smells like varnish. Here's another problem with this carburetor. When you see a carburetor float, when you're holding it upside down, that isn't in a level position like that, there's something wrong inside. Because when this float goes up and down, it goes down freely and it comes up freely. But when that float gets in almost a level position like that, the needle valve that's under here closes off the fuel going to the carburetor. Now, let's take this pin out. We're going to take the needle and the float out, and I could show you. Let's see if I can get some good light on it. Right here, there's all kinds of dirt that never been cleaned out, and on this side, never been cleaned out. So I know for sure that this carburetor was never rebuilt. No one would leave that much dirt or any dirt in these areas. Now, I don't know if this is a mechanic that just didn't know what he was doing, or if he didn't care and just wanted to scam some money off of somebody. But that is really, really pathetic. Like I said before, when I was taking this apart, this goes down on the engine like this. This hard gasket material, they had put it on like this. This does nothing but interfere with the automatic choke, because the lever runs right across the top of this and gets hung up. This gasket, or hard gasket, should be on this part this way, pointing down, because what it does is when the airflow gets sucked in around the engine head to keep it cool, this helps move that air. When it's up on top like this, it does nothing.